Before we get started with this video, I just want to say that this voiceover was done over the course of various days. Some with one headset and some with another, because that is the kind of professional that I am. And some after the point of which I developed random winter allergies, which is where I am right now. So ignore all of that craziness and just try to enjoy. Bye! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Shay from The Sleepless Planner, and today I am sharing another Take 5 art journal spread with you guys. If you're not familiar with the challenge, it is composed of 12 artists who have channels here on YouTube. And basically what we do is each month we take turns choosing 5 prompts for the rest of the group to follow. I will link all of the channels below. Be sure to check them out because it's really cool to see everyone's take on the same 5 prompts. And we also encourage and hope that you will join in on the challenge and share what you come up with everyone by using the hashtag Take5Art. This month's prompts were chosen by Kira, who's also Simply Creative Kira. I will list them in the information box as well as here on the screen somewhere. Don't know because I haven't edited yet. So this is what I came up with for this month's prompts. And if you're interested in seeing how I created this, keep watching. I found that quote on Pinterest, and I was sort of, taking a stroll through all of the Pinterest boards just to kind of get my brain in a creative space. And that's where I start looking around for ideas and inspiration. But I also use related hashtags on Instagram, magazines, sometimes fashion magazines, sometimes mindful and creative magazines. I will also look back at old written journals and try and get like some feelings from there. Quotes are really helpful for me, or even just a single word at times can jog a memory or inspire a feeling. I don't always need to do this, but sometimes if I'm starting a creative project and I don't really have anything in particular in mind, I just take that as an opportunity to look around and see what tools I can use sort of as a vehicle to access my feelings and allow the rest of the process to basically evolve organically. And as you are on this evolution, so dramatic, I just want you to be kind to yourself. Remind yourself to be kind to yourself. I know it sounds super simple, but it really does work. And also keep in mind that it's okay to not know what the end result is going to be. The point is to just start and encourage yourself to keep going. See what happens. And continue to acknowledge whatever your feelings are and continue to tell yourself that this is all part of the process, and just try to enjoy that process for whatever it's worth, for whatever comes out as an end result. I have not loved every single thing that I've made. And even the finished product of what you'll see today is not entirely what I had hoped for. But I enjoyed the process. I'm relieved by the things that I discovered through the process, and I'm happy for the time that I took to be honest with myself and patient enough to see what revealed itself on the page. If I were to give you any advice as someone who is still on the path of discovery and learning how to create, I would say to you to just jump in with your heart and leave your mind and your overthinking behind. And who knows? You just might be surprised with what you end up with. I would also remind you that this is for yourself. I know that we live in the age of social media and everything is about sharing. And if there isn't photo evidence of every single thing that we do in life, did it even really happen? I don't know the answer to that. I struggle to sometimes just stay in the moment and not want to document every single part of my life. But I find that when I'm able to do that, I actually feel myself being more present. So I would say to you to do this for yourself with zero intention of sharing, without judging your lack of experience or perhaps things that you might consider mistakes on the way. Just do it for the sake of giving your feelings the opportunity to be at the forefront of your thoughts and to take you on a journey of self-exploration. I always find something interesting about the finished result, um, especially when I surprise myself by what happens when I just let my feelings guide my hands. And on that note, two of the prompts really dictated the direction that I went with my Take 5 spread. And one of them was the tissue paper prompt, which you see me struggling to separate here. And I had some Jane Davenport. I am not going to delete that. I had some Jane Davenport beautiful tissue thingajigs that I had in my stash for a while now. And much as I love them, I was doing a really good job of hoarding them. So I knew that I wanted to use those, and I, just edited her face a little bit because I didn't think that it went along with the vibe that I was feeling. I wasn't feeling the stank face. That's my usual baseline mood. But at this point in the process on that day, I was feeling more pensive than anything. So when I finally figured out which face I was going to replace that image with, I then went to my other prompt, which was the flowers, and tried to figure out how I was going to connect the two. I wanted them to have movement, almost like butterflies in the sky, and I wanted them to seem as if they were coming from her and almost as if she was watching them. So this is where it kind of gets interesting, because see, this is how my feelings take over when I'm creating. And I was sort of looking at this page from her point of view. So if you see her now, she's looking up at the flowers and they're sort of in flight away from her. And bear with me here, guys, because this is where I'm going to overanalyze the crap out of this. But it almost feels like a metaphor for when you give everything else in life your time and your energy and your focus, and you don't leave anything for yourself. It's very easy for us to forget that everything that is good in ourselves that we give to others, we are also worthy of. And that means your time, your love, your appreciation, your kindness, your grace. Everything that you offer to others, you are also worthy of. And by you, I'm also talking to me. So, I hope that this crazy long voiceover made sense, and then you kind of get an idea of how I find inspiration and how I work through the process of creating the Take 5 art spreads. I promise you, everything that I do has a story behind it. And now you know the story behind this one. That's where I will leave you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you enjoyed this very different way of me doing voiceovers. I will be doing them like this from now on, so don't leave. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. Please like this video. It tells the algorithm that the world needs to watch. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, I hope that you will do so. Slide into my DMs. Let's talk, be friends, all that jazz. I will see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. You know how they go like in schools or families or whatever. How do they travel? Are they schools of butterflies? What is it? Schools of fish? I don't understand. They're all together flying in the sky.